Record! Yep, that's it. Record!
Body second temperature.
Go to the next one.
This one's 27.
That one.
There's a lot of differences. Perfect. We don't need humidity.
Yeah, so my personal background is actually not physical oceanography, which makes it a little bit unique. I study climate change and looking at heat stress. So when your body can't cool itself and your core temperature goes up. So I brought a couple of handheld instruments that take in radiation and can tell you temperature and humidity and precipitation and all these things. So you can calculate kind of how dangerous it is for you to be outside and how dangerous it is to do activities. So I'd also brought an armband that does your core body temperature, which is how you tell how stressed you are in that moment, and your heart rate, because your heart rate elevates when you're stressed. So then we had actually quite a few people put it on and run laps to see how it changed. And if you're more acclimated, someone who's been here for at least 3 weeks, your heart rate doesn't go up as much, you're not as stressed, versus someone like myself or Lois, another professor who ran around. She experienced heat stress where the local students did not. So it was so fun. It was so great to see, and everyone was so willing to put it on and run laps. It was great.
If you look at this, you have done Giovanni this and you want to make
So I'm Paige Martin. I am one of the leads of the Python group that's within the Physical Oceanography project track. And our main goal is to introduce participants to Python computing, which is free and open source. It's really awesome. And just get them used to it, make sure it's installed on their computer. So that was actually what we did the first day. We had an hour or two in the afternoon, and we just sat and installed Anaconda, which is a Python distribution package. Then the next day we did kind of a full day Python tutorial. So we basically focused on the data analysis side. So how do we load in a data set and different types of data? So CSV files and netCDF files, which are very common in the climate sciences, and what packages can we use to load those in and plot them. Day 2, we used a web platform for accessing NASA data called Giovanni. It accesses a bunch of remote sensing data that NASA has. And then the participants split themselves into 3 different groups where they looked at 3 different variables. So one group was looking at sea surface temperature, or SST.
SST for the day has increased over the last 10 years.
One group was looking at fine particulate matter, so PM 2.5.
We are going to look at the PM 2.5 trend here at University of Ghana.
And the other was looking at vegetation, so on the land. And so they were able to download data from Giovanni, import it into Python, and make plots. And so today we're finishing, they were able to do some analysis too. So for instance, we plotted some time series of like SST, and then we plotted trends, and so we can see the trend over time. And yeah, so we finished doing that today. We did some practice presentations today as well, which was really useful. And then we all got to give feedback. So we got to, give some remarks that were kind of how to improve, but also what they did really well. And I think that was really great. So it's been a good week. It's been a very busy week, but good.
We learned a lot of really great skills actually, which will be really useful going forward. There's probably about 20 people working in our group. We learned X-ray, how to handle lots of different kinds of files. You can handle bigger data sets, a lot of sea surface temperature, looking at long-term trends, air temperature, vegetation, and taught in a way where you can take the skills past the school and bring them back to classrooms or bring them to work. You can make figures to put in projects or publications. Yeah, it's been wonderful. It's been really great, and I think every single person has said they'll use the skills past the school going forward.